found such a big spider. Ooh. It's angry. Trying to get this spider to move. Oh! It didn't move. Why aren't you moving? You're so big. Hey everybody, it's me. It's been a while since I've posted any sort of video or update, so I thought this would be a great time to hop on and just share with you all what I've been going through the past few months since my through hike of the Pacific Crest Trail. It's been pretty good, but I've had some bumpy moments, but that's to be expected and that's normal. That's just life. But yeah, I'm doing great. I am currently still in Washington working for the Department of Defense. Same job as before, as a mechanical engineer working on our nuclear submarine fleet. So work has been pretty good. I started work only like a few days after I finished with the trail, and you know, it's taken me some time to really be motivated to work, and it's just been a lot because I've already traveled for work and I went out underway on sea trials, and so I was gone for a while doing that and then working overtime and just trying to get back into the flow of work in my engineer brain. I'm still having a hard time finding that motivation, but you know, I'm getting there, and I just have to be patient with myself. But work's been great. When I got back to Washington, I stayed with a few friends, and then I found my own place. I live in this beautiful home right on the water. I met the woman that I live with on Craigslist. Usually those things don't really work out too well, but this seems to be working out really well. She also works where I work, and we get along. She's like the same age as I am, and that's just been great. And she has two beautiful dogs who I just absolutely love. So everything in that department of my life is going really well. I decided to take a break from social media because that was just like an added stress on top of me working again, moving, trying to declutter my life, get back into the swing of things. And social media is usually never a stress for me. It's never work. I really enjoy it. But I was getting, you know, flooded with messages, which I do love, but I just was so overwhelmed answering them. And I just recently started to respond to everybody. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there to, you know, being able to read all the messages and respond. So I appreciate everybody's patience who has reached out to me. But yeah, I really needed a break from that. It was really refreshing, and I don't feel like overwhelmed by it now. So I think my break was a good amount of time. And yeah, so like with work and moving and all of that, things have been going pretty well, but I really haven't been active, like physically, and I really wanted to make sure that I stayed active after the trail, but life got so hectic, and the only time I was going to be able to find to be active was to go to the gym or something. And for me, I really struggled with the idea of going from the mountains to like a treadmill, and I just really couldn't do it. And so with that, my back area, my lower lumbar support area, where I had my surgery, if any of you have followed me long enough, you'll know that I had a hernia in my lower back, and I had that surgery 2 months before trail. It's almost been a year. And because I was like carrying such a, you know, heavy weight on my back every day, I think it was keeping those muscles strong. And I was in pain on trail, but I've actually been in more pain now by like not doing anything because I just think I haven't really been working those back muscles. And so I've been having a lot of pain and back spasms and everything in between. So I'm actually like starting a like workout program to hopefully re-strengthen those muscles in my lower back, and, you know, just get back out there and being physically active and just trying to get outside, because I've really just been at work or been at home and kind of did like the opposite of Thru-Hiking. Just totally like became a hermit inside of my own room and everything like that. So that is something that I'm dealing with, and I'm really like trying to be intentional about getting back into like my physical fitness and, you know, trying to make it outside and not just be a little sad still. I've also had some fun moments in urgent care from these severe allergic reactions I was experiencing, and like I have some video and pictures from it. They're not pleasant, so just beware. Okay, so I am on day 3 of my rash outbreak. Let's see, I went to urgent care 2 days ago. They gave me some antibiotics. I woke up the next day and my rash was significantly worse. So I went to urgent care again. I got a completely different diagnosis, and I was put on steroids, and my rash has gotten a little bit worse, as in it's spreading, but it's not as painful. So I don't know if the steroids are actually going to work, but I should have seen more improvement by now from either antibiotics or steroids, and I'm still taking both. And yeah, as you can see, it's kind of like, I don't know if this light's gonna help you see it or not. So it's kind of on my face, but where you see it mainly is like on my chest. Day 4 of my allergic reaction and urgent care visit number 3. So I started breaking out in like these little rashes on my chest and my back, and then it would just spread to like my face and down my back and down my stomach, and this rash and these bumps just got extremely worse like overnight, and then it just kept getting worse. And so I've been to urgent care like 4 different times regarding it, and I was like misdiagnosed the first time. They didn't spend much time really like trying to figure out what was going on with me. They just immediately assumed that I had some bacterial infection, and so they just put me on antibiotics and sent me on my way. And I woke up on Thanksgiving actually, and my bacterial infection was so bad even while I was on the antibiotics. I couldn't even sit with my back like on like the couch or anything. I couldn't have anything touching my skin, and I was in so much pain, and I like the itchiness was just out of this world, and it was just not going away. So I had to skip my Thanksgiving plans, and I was sitting in urgent care, and this lovely woman diagnosed me correctly. It was an allergic reaction to something, and put me on steroids, and it still got worse even on the steroids, but over time it started to go away. And then a few weeks later, the allergic reaction came back, so I had to go back to urgent care to get more steroids, and I'm pretty sure that I've narrowed it down to what it is, and I think it's my hot tub here at my house. I don't think it's the chlorine, because I've been in chlorine many times, but it may be something in the chlorine, that the specific brand that we've been using, my roommate and I, or it could be the pH balancer chemical that we're using. So at least I'm pretty sure I know what it is and what's happening, so I can avoid it. But that's been pretty rough, actually. Very uncomfortable. Showering has been a problem with that. Yeah, that's been something else going on in my life, and then along with the holidays and spending time with family, friends, and my boyfriend, and I've just been kind of like shut down from social media, and it's been really, really wonderful actually. But I feel like I'm finally starting to get my life under control and making sense of what I want my life to look like after doing something like through hiking the Pacific Crest Trail. It's still crazy to me to try to comprehend what those 6 months of my life meant to me. And it wasn't just like a really great vacation and then you come back home and you just go back into the way you were living before. Like those 6 months were so powerful, probably some of the most powerful 6 months of my entire life. And so the way I think and the decisions I make and how I interact with other people has changed. And I have had some post-trail blues, and I do want to talk more in depth about it. And I'm going to do so over some videos in the future. And I still am going to be posting my gear videos, like I said, doing like a post-trail blues video and just any other kinds of things that I really want to post about. I've gotten a lot of emails asking me questions, so I might address some of those questions and doing like a Q&A. And then, I think I'm gonna just keep posting videos of all these adventures that I want to continue taking. I do want to do some smaller trails this summer. I have some that I'm researching right now, and I'll tell you more details later once I figure that out. And, trying to save up money, even though I miss downtown Seattle so much, living where I'm at now, so like I said, I can save money and be able to do some more hikes, and who knows what next spring will have in store for me. Maybe a longer trail, but we'll see. Right now I'm just trying to take everything one step at a time because I got really overwhelmed and like shut down, and like I said, stopped all social media, stopped working out, stopped going outside, just kind of went to work, came home, and been doing a lot of puzzles. I've received quite a few messages regarding how people can support me for my future hikes or adventures. And first of all, just people willing to want to help me out, like a stranger, means the world to me. Absolutely. It's so humbling, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who, even watching this video, supports me. But I'm really excited because I was hesitant about doing this at first, but then I realized how much fun it could be, and I actually have 2 different shirts/hoodie designs coming out, and you'll be able to purchase them only for a limited time. And so I'm going to put the link below, and I really hope all of you guys can go check it out. I think there's options for men and women. Now, the first shirt, and I'm actually wearing it right now, is a design that I created myself and reached out to a friend of mine. She's my friend now, but she has this company called Wild Slice, and she does these really incredible little drawings, and she's absolutely wonderful, and she helped me create this image. Okay, so this is the shirt. This is one of the style shirts and one of the colors. So this image right here is me. me. It even has my beauty mole, see? Right there, and the crazy hair. Everything that I really hold dear in my heart. And a lot of this sounds cliche, but when I really think about what puts me at peace and what makes me happy and what makes me come alive and what makes my heart beat, it's the outdoors. And the outdoors are so healing for so many people, to the point that even some countries in Europe are prescribing nature as medicine instead of pills, like antidepressants or something like that, because there's such a clear connection between happiness and peace within us and nature. So it's me or any woman or any being, this can be anybody, is holding her heart and looking down at it, and within it are mountains and water and trees and nature. Another reason why this image is very special to me, it has to do with the flowers within this woman's hair, and they're marigolds. And the reason why the flowers in her hair are marigolds is because I had a old high school friend reach out to me randomly one day, a woman that I haven't spoke to in quite some time, and she sent me this message saying she randomly thought about me today, and that day that she thought about me, she was at some seminar for work, and I just wanted to read what she shared. The speaker at the seminar was talking about the metaphor of people who brighten others' lives, foster growth and comfortability in others' lives, and genuinely tries to be a good person was considered a marigold. The reason for this is because gardeners plant vegetables by marigolds because they thrive next to them. And the woman I went to high school with said that whether I realized it or not, she hopes that I know that she truly believes that I'm a marigold in this life. And even now, it just makes me emotional to think about that. And I remember just crying when I read it, because I remember just having a rough day. I don't remember what happened to have a rough day, but then just receiving this message from this woman I haven't talked to in so long, for her to say something, impacted me deeply. And I think it was a great reminder to always strive to be that person that makes others feel comfortable, that helps people thrive around them. And so this picture of this woman with these marigolds in her hair, like it's entwined in who she is, and holding her heart and looking at what means the most to her and what has changed her more than anything. And so this image is very special to me, and I wanted to share it with others who wanted to embody the same things that I do, who feel the same way about their lives. And I'm just really excited to be able to actually print something like this and share with others. And although the image is like after me, it's not just me, it's anybody who feels this powerful strength. So this is one of the t-shirts that will be sold if you are interested. There are different styles of t-shirts and different colors, and so you can just pick whatever you want. However, the next design, I have this one in a hoodie, and I really love the color. It's one of the things I said a lot while on trail, one step at a time, and you just have to keep going. Life does not stop for anybody. Time does not stop. It continues to keep on. And so the only way for us to make sure that we don't feel like we're drowning or falling back or getting behind is to just keep on keeping on. Okay, so I love this, and I've been wearing it all winter because it's a really cozy sweatshirt and it's really good material. So before I wanted to post these for sale, I wanted to make sure I got, examples of the material, and it's really good quality, and the inside of these sweaters are really soft. So I got this really nice blue color. Ugh. Okay, so yep, this is the other design. You gotta keep on keeping on. You got your mountains, you got your trees, you got your stars, your water, your cute little moon, and a really good motto for life. You just can't stop. You gotta keep on keeping on, one foot in front of the other. And this is a great option for some of the men if they don't want to wear a t-shirt or something with a woman on it. As I said, it is a limited time sort of deal, so make sure you get one before the time runs out. But either way, thank you guys so much for your support. I'm so excited for this next year of my life and trying to figure out how I want to live the rest of my time on this earth, and using things that I was taught from the trail into my life now. I really do want to do another long hike. Obviously, it's not going to happen this year because job and money and things like that, but that is something that I really, really, really want to do. There's a good group of us from this past PCT 2018 year that are joking that we're gonna team up and do the CDT in 2020. So we'll see we'll see if that happens, but either way, I'm still planning on doing some smaller trails this summer, and we'll for sure document my time doing that. And even just traveling for fun, even if it's not hiking, I really love documenting, you know, my time like that so I can look back and really see how far I've come. But anyway, right now, that's it. Thank you guys so much for making it this far in the video. I've just enjoyed this so much, and like I said, I'll be back and hopefully I can answer a lot of your questions that you've given me. And until then, happy trails and keep on keeping on. Bye.